Hello, my name is Emma Hewitt. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and I'm based in Leeds, and I offer online and in-person therapy. In this video, I just want to quickly go through some of the more common myths and misconceptions that there are out there regarding hypnotherapy. I think what most of us think we know about hypnotherapy comes from what we see in films and TV, and very rarely is that accurate. So first, what is hypnotherapy? Well, hypnotherapy is using hypnosis as a therapeutic technique. And very simply, all hypnosis is a very deeply relaxed state with heightened awareness induced by suggestion. And this is a state that all of us naturally enter multiple times a day. When you're daydreaming, for example, that's the kind of state that we're talking about here. So as a hypnotherapist, all I would do is use certain techniques to help you quickly relax into that state. And then once you're there, we use other things like suggestion to help facilitate positive change in your life. One of the most common misconceptions that I hear is that whilst in hypnosis, you are asleep. That's not true. You are awake and you are aware throughout the entire process. I think the reason that this is quite a well-established belief is because whilst in trance, you are so deeply relaxed that you can begin to resemble being asleep. And this can happen in things like slowed breathing, relaxed muscles, things like that. But you are awake and you are aware and you can think and you can talk and you can move just like you would normally. The next thing that a lot of people seem to think is that hypnotherapy is mind control. It's not at all. You have the complete control throughout the whole thing. So for example, if a suggestion is put to you that you don't like or that you don't want to do, then you will very easily and very simply reject it, just like you would normally. I think a lot of that comes from what people see in stage hypnosis, but that's a very different thing. And let's just say that the stage hypnotist is very careful about who they choose to go up there. With that in mind, it's very important for you to know that you have the control over what you choose to tell or not tell your therapist. Whilst in trance, you can still lie. You're not going to suddenly start blurting out all your secrets. Okay, so if there is something that you don't want to share or that you're not yet ready to share, then you won't. Again, you have control. And this kind of links into one of the things that a lot of people bring up. Hypnotherapy is well known for regression. But that is something that happens in a very controlled way. After chatting about consultations, it wouldn't just happen. So you're not going to go into trance and then suddenly start remembering all these things that you don't want to remember. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so again, you have the control there too. Some people, a lot of people, think that when in trance they might get stuck. Again, not going to happen. Okay, it never has happened and it never will happen. As mentioned, it's a completely natural state. If at any point through the session you want to wake up for any reason, whether it be to go to the toilet because you don't like where the session is heading, then you can wake up. Again, you have the control. There are so many other things that I could bring up here. There are so many misconceptions with hypnotherapy. But one thing that I think is important to bring up is if you don't want to be hypnotized, you won't be. And again, this goes back to the fact that you have the control. So it doesn't matter what techniques or how hard a therapist might try. If you do not want to be hypnotized, you won't be. Okay, so that's why I think it's important for people to understand what really is involved in hypnotherapy, because it really is a fantastic form of therapy. And it's not just for the stopping smoking or the regression. Even though it works fantastically for those things, it can be used for many, many other issues and life experiences as well. And so I wouldn't want a few misconceptions that are out there to put people off. I hope that this video has helped you understand the main point is that you are in control. And it might be worth looking into. It might be exact kind of therapy that will work best for you. Thank you.